Alright boys, ready?
It's
Q&A time.
It's Q&A time. It's Q&A time.
The speed of light is interfering with my signal. Nice little beach by the Delaware River. Too bad it's not as hot as it used to be. Where did all the heat go? Yeah, I could go for a swim right now. Except why is there so many bugs out in nature? You know, why can nature be like clean of bugs and stuff? All these bugs. I'm just thinking, while I'm over here by the river, peaceful, quiet, maybe I should do a quick Q&A. I think there's a lot of questions, or some questions on the last video. So, yeah. Kurt M asks 3 questions. Were you able to sell the house you used to live in? No, the bank took back the house. Question number 2. What do you do when there's this big snow forecast for where you at? I do nothing. I mean, I do some preparedness, right? If there's a big forecast, I'm going to go someplace where I can overnight with no issues, and I can be there for a couple days. So that's one of the things I do. Question number 3, do you wash your sheets more frequently during the summer? Yes. During the summer, I wash them more frequently because sometimes it's hot, in case I haven't mentioned it, and humid. So yeah, more frequently is good. Maura McDermott asks, what are your political feelings? You know, I have feelings. I have very good feelings, but I'm not going to go into political stuff on my channel, because if I open that can of worms, that can of worms is going to go all over my van. And I have a small space, you know. So I'm just going to keep that can's lid really tightly shut. I'm not gonna open that lid. If you want to know, contact me personally, and I'll tell you. But I don't want to go over it in my channel. It's just that big can of worms. No good. Arkansas Mike asks, have you ever thought of making your unfinished novel into a novella or even a short story? Maybe. I really like to write the novel, but I'm still procrastinating on that. Barbara Adams makes a good reference point regarding my last Q&A. She says that if you are in a van out boondocking and you need medical help, most agencies can ping your exact location via 911 enhancement system. Just stay on the line until they tell you help is on the way, or leave the line open if you are unable to speak. Yes, if most cell phone carriers will allow, even if you don't have service, to make normal phone calls many times, or I think maybe even most times, or all times. I'm not sure. But I know in certain cases you are still allowed to make a 911 call. I do know that if you have a phone that it's inactive, you have no service, I think you can still make a 911 call. So, you know, it's something to check into before you go out boondocking. Make sure that you can do that. So that's a good question. Lois Clegg asks, love the sunglasses. Any jealousy from your traveling companions? Lois, why'd you have to bring that up? Now they all know. Everybody knows now. They know that they don't have sunglasses like I do. Now they're all begging for sunglasses. Thanks a lot. Ron Cathy asks, ever think of selling the van, building a new one? No. I never thought of selling the van. Trying to think. I don't think that thought ever occurred to me. I don't really want to sell it. I put a lot of work into that. It's something that wasn't built overnight. It took me 2 summers plus to build that up the way I want it. I have a lot of money and time invested. So no, I don't want to sell it for the time being. In the future, maybe. In the future, if I decide that I want something bigger, I will sell this one and get something else. But for the next couple of years, no. Unless something happens that's out of my control. But as far as I'm thinking, I have no plans to sell it. How many miles do I have on it? You also ask. Right now I have about 49,000. And I did put a lot of miles on a van going to Ohio and Michigan, and then, of course, all the way across the country. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all transgressions. Proverbs 10:12.